Of all the places in the city, they picked one of the worst, and that's by design.
Blight surrounds the new downtown market site near 131 and Wealthy. The farmers market opens over the weekend, but the main market hall opens up in August.
A GRPD higher-up told us the amount of police calls to the neighborhood around it is, quote, glaring. He wondered himself how it will all work out.
So we went through every call that police took over the last year within a couple of blocks of the new market. There were about 1,700 calls, 4 to 5 a day. 83%
were nuisance offenses, minor incidents like urinating in public, trespassing, and disorderly conduct. 10% are violent crimes, which police consider a relatively low rate.
24-Hour News 8's Ryan Takeo hit the streets to show us what we can expect.
You don't have to go far from the downtown market to see the tough reality of this neighborhood. Right across the street, case in point, right here at the Klingman Furniture Factory, the old one anyways. But the downtown market officials, they hope that this new market helps out this area.
We're homeless. We have nowhere to go.
This neighborhood is not for the faint of heart. The Heartside neighborhood, named for caring charities taking in the area's homeless, can be home to an uneasy reputation.
You climb very carefully. Last 4 steps, you got to grab the beam.
Bill, this homeless man we met, knows that well. He claims the city recently cleared him out of his old house under this overpass.
As of Monday.
It's steps away from the future downtown market. Here's what Bill said police told him.
So when that new building gets done, they're going to probably fence this off. You know, nobody can stay up here because everything's beautiful.
Panhandlers are just going to flock down here.
Among the possible nuisances are panhandlers. Patrick Cameron with the Servant Center worries about it.
It'd almost be better if you put up a couple booths just for them.
Developers admit it was once a rough area.
Sort of an edgy, is a gritty urban location.
But hope the downtown market is a bright spot in all this blight.
And I think this project is going to be a real wow for the city. And
David Fry is with the nonprofit Grand Action, a who's who of the area's richest gifters. The group has given the city several projects, like the Van Andel Arena in '95, for instance, which turned around what's now known as the Arena District.
Renovation, restoration, rejuvenation of abandoned warehouses, flop houses, and a variety of other activities that are not healthy.
So this area right here is where the market hall starts.
Now it's on to the downtown market. And Grand Action hopes it finds the same kind of success markets like it have had across the country. We traveled to Columbus, Ohio, because its market is the best comparison.
Had a great time here.
So much so, we followed a group from the Grand Rapids downtown market who wanted to see a real-world example in action. The North Market, Columbus's indoor fresh food haven, houses butchers slicing meat right in front of you, cheese connoisseurs, and several other food specialists. Columbus's bread baker, Amy Lozier, has been in business here 10 years, but remembers coming to the North Market years ago with her grandfather.
Yeah, no, it was not the best. There had always been art galleries here, but you couldn't get anyone in them because it was a scary area.
Now, there are trendy restaurants and bars around it, and a couple blocks away, there's an arena and a convention center. All things that give GR Downtown Market's Mimi Fritz hope.
We're going into an area that's being redeveloped, and it's exciting to see what we could become.
Back in Grand Rapids, some argue the area's revival has already started. Baker Lofts, a new income-restricted apartment complex, could open as soon as this week. Grand Action envisions an entire market district. And if this is any indication, the city is looking to cash in. These are some of the first parking meters ever on this part of Ionia Avenue. No one ever wanted to park here before. Bill thinks it's promising for the city. Still, he feels shut out.
The way Grand Rapids is moving, they're moving this way, it seems. You know what I mean? They're cleaning up everything this way. So that means we got to move that way.
And forced to other options. A car today, he doesn't know where tomorrow. As he leaves behind a neighborhood, repairing its reputation and rebuilding a chunk of downtown.
Downtown market officials point out they're working with local agencies here in Heartside, and they certainly don't want to displace anyone. They did say as far as panhandlers go, they'll ask any panhandlers who are on the property to leave or else they'll call the cops. In Grand Rapids, Ryan Takeo, 24-hour News Day.
Tomorrow at 5 o'clock, our Knowing the Market series continues when we show you what it'll cost you to shop the market and how planners hope to have something for everyone, no matter what your price range is.